hit every facet of this game,
We
except
have.
for one that I really like that's in the middle of it. There is a Josh Allen versus Christian Wilkins subplot of this game.
Yeah.
Christian Wilkins, D lineman, Jason played with them. You know, sometimes you see Favre and Warren Sapp, or like Rodgers and Ndamukong Suh, the quarterback D lineman. If you remember in this game, it's down in Miami, like Sarah was just saying, and there was a moment where at the end of the play, we're going to show it to you, Josh is going to get in a big pile here, and you're going to watch this, and at the end of it, there's a heavy amount of extracurriculars as everybody gets up, and Josh is mad, like big mad, and he's on top of Wilkins, and Josh gets flagged. That was only the second personal foul of his entire career, and the first one had nothing to, and it was not like this at all. So afterwards, there was this insinuation that maybe some things had happened down in the pile, very specific things that had happened. I talked to Josh after this game, which the Bills lost. We were in London at the time, and I said, what was going on there? And this is what he had to say.
Anybody with two eyes can understand what was going on under that pile. Obviously, I let the emotions get to the best of me, but there are some things that I didn't appreciate down there that was going on, and we'll let everybody make their own judgments for that.
The player in question said after the game, quote, "With alpha males, that's how it goes." Do alpha males grab each other's groins on the football field?
Not typically, and that's, it is what it is. He's a competitor, and that's just kind of, he's been known for that, going back to college.
Yeah.
So, I should know that and shouldn't let it get the best of me, but sometimes, like, it just does. Sometimes you see red and things like that happen.
All right, so a lot to unpack here. So he basically says, anybody with two eyes knows what happens. Yeah. And he referred to Christian Wilkins' history. And look, we love Christian. He comes on the show. He's a great personality. He does have a reputation for weird stuff at the end of plays. And you can see the college video, and it's very infamous, and he knows what I'm talking about. Or does he? Because in the full WWE heel mode is when the referee turns to you, you go, what do you mean? I wasn't doing anything. We have no idea. Christian came on this show and was asked point blank, what about all this stuff after the play, like what happened against Buffalo? What do you have to say about that? Check this out. Christian, do people say they also don't want to face you because of stuff that happens after the play that they're not into?
That's on them. So I don't know what you're exactly getting at or alluding to. But yeah, that's on them. I'm just having fun. I like to do my job and, try to do it at a high level. And, if it ruffles some other guys on the other team, hey, that's on them.
It's perfectly played. It's perfectly played. I don't know what you're alluding to. I don't know what you're referencing. There's a history here for Christian, between Christian and Josh, and they're going at it Saturday night. Jason, you know all about the situation, and you played with Wilkins in Miami. What's your take on this dynamic between the two?
I love it. Like, this is what you want to see in these rivalry games. I was in Tennessee for 8 years. I played there with Cortland Finnegan. There was something about Cortland Finnegan versus Andre Johnson. Whenever we went at it, you knew those guys were going to get into something after the whistle. I played with Taylor Lewan in Tennessee. He was another guy. He knew how to push the opponents, all the right buttons to get them going. Christian Wilkins, Josh Allen. Christian is a guy that he's going to do things after the whistle, pull a guy's towel off, different things to annoy you, talk trash to you throughout the game. He'll be talking to Josh all night long, trying to get in his head. Josh said it after. He was just like, I let my emotions get the best of me. I should have known going into it. This is what division rivalry games are all about. We said yesterday, I want to see this as a rivalry game back when it was Kelly and Marino. We have now Allen and Wilkins, a different type of matchup, but it's going to be fun as hell to watch.
I love rivalries, and I love anytime you can get a couple of guys that have a little history, and now it's like, all right, hey, I got to get you back, or I'm going to try to get in your head. But I feel like there's like a man code here on the football field. Like,
Christian said he didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to, Sean.
Anybody that has seen or has kids that have lied about, no, I did not draw on the wall with that crayon, they know the body language that Christian just had on there. Like, he definitely did it. There's two things that you don't do in the NFL. You don't do that, and you don't spit on guys. But everything else is on the table. Like, you want to mush a guy over the pile. You want to get your dirtbag backpack out there and drive the guy through the sideline and dump him. I'm all for that, as long as it's through the whistle and you're not hurting your team.
Because there's this factor, if I brought this up, and people are like, there's no part in the game for that. And yet, Dolphins fans are saying 15 yards, football's football. I think it's naive to say there's no part of the game for extracurriculars after, or oops, I did this, or oops, I did that. That goes on and always has and always will.
There's nothing wrong with grabbing and squeezing something as long as it's up here. Like,
Really?
You squeeze a guy in the throat in the trachea? Hey, that's football. That's life. That happens, all right? But we don't go below the belt, all right? You don't go below the equator right there with that. I think when I look back at, like, players that did stuff like this, like, you get a reputation, right? Rodney Harrison had one when he played for New England. He would always hit guys late, hit guys around the pile. He got under Amani Toomer's skin one time, which rarely happened. But that's why you do it. You do it because you're trying to provoke and you're trying to create that penalty and get them out of their game. Yeah. But why would you want to mess with Josh Allen? That's the one guy I wouldn't want to get angry.
I would say I'd have to agree with Sean, despite the fact that we were having this discussion at the commercial break, and I said, I don't think I have necessarily the same experience as everyone at this table to delve into the subject of what we're talking about. But what I would like to say is I would like to say hats off to the journalist that Kyle Brandt is.
Oh, come on.
Given the question, the delicate way in which Kyle had to ask the questions to Josh Allen, and they probably can't cue it up right here, but I forget exactly what your sentence to him was. But as I was listening to you say that to him, the seriousness you kept on your face, because I would be sitting here going, "Oh my God, how am I going to ask this and not ask?" Like, that's a pro. This is a pro's pro.
Well, thank you
here.
very much. Thank you,
It's a tricky
it's
topic.
the tricky fouls. But look, for Josh, he likes to play things close to the vest. He doesn't like to show anyone that you got to me or anything. For him to come out and say, like, yeah, I saw red. I let my teammates down. I tried to keep composure and I didn't. That meant a lot to him, and he was really pissed. And Jay, what's the first thing you do on the first series if you're Christian Wilkins? Just check in with him a little bit, right?
Give him a little nudge after. Let him know I'm here. I'm here all night long. I'm not going anywhere. Could care less about what happened in the first game. It's going to be a fun one to watch. I love playing with Christian.
Keep an eye on the old lineman too. Like if Josh is like, you guys got to get
no doubt
about it.
The Deons and all that,
stuff, going on with that. Yeah, great job handling a very touchy subject.
Let's take it north of the equator. Should we say right?
Let's please, thank you for that segue.